not posted in a month? Let's talk about that. So, as you guys know, I am a nursing major, so all of October, it was really whooping my like for real. I had assignments after assignments. I'm in anatomy right now, and that class is hard, y'all. So if you're a nursing major, be prepared because that class is hard. But anyways, welcome back to my channel. As you read by the title, today I will be teaching you guys how to succeed in college. So last year I was actually on the dean's list both semesters, and the last semester I actually had all A's, so yeah. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys like some tips and tricks that I use to keep my grades up. So the first tip is to take good notes. Like, taking good notes is literally key to understanding the material that you are learning. With taking notes, writing things down actually does help you remember things better, whether you think it doesn't or not, it actually does. And when you're in class, don't focus on writing detailed notes while you're in the lecture. Like, just jot things down. You do not have to take perfect notes in class. When you're in lecture, do not focus on making your notes perfect. Just write down like the basic material, and then after class, you're gonna focus on rewriting your notes, rewriting them in color. I do have this website that I just started using. It's called Glean. I'll insert a clip of me using it here, but it's basically like you can record your lecture, have your PowerPoints in there, and then take notes as you're listening to your lecture. And then what I like to do after class is I listen to that lecture with the PowerPoint slides, and I actually take really detailed notes, and they're gonna be in color and they look way better, and it's easier for me to concentrate when my notes are in color. Another good tip with taking good notes, when you're prepping for your exams, you need to look over your notes. Like, you need to look over the material that you learned in class. Like, look at your notes, actually study them, take time to reread them to yourself, say them out loud so you can remember the information. With taking good notes, I recommend taking them in color. If you're not a paperless student, hopefully I won't be one soon, but if you're not a paperless student, taking your notes in color is way better. It helps you remember them. So I'm gonna show you like an example of my notes. Okay, so here is an example of my notes that are in pencil. As you can see, they're still neat, but like, I don't want to look at them because they're literally like in one color. Like, it doesn't catch my attention. Now, in these notes, they're actually in color, they're organized. Like, I would actually go back and look at them. So basically, to sum up the note-taking section, writing down things helps you learn the material better. Rewrite your notes after your lecture, and make sure to look over these notes when you're prepping for your exams. There is no point in taking notes if you're not gonna look over them, like, at all. The next tip is staying focused. Staying focused is literally like the key to getting good grades, to succeeding in school. So if there's an event on campus you want to go to, but you got work to do, you're not going. I'm sorry, but you're not, because your work is more important. Like, you're paying for this education, so you need to get your work done. It's that simple. So with staying focused, turning in your work on time. Do not turn in late assignments. Like, do not do that. Like me, I don't know, I can't. I refuse to turn in a late assignment. Like, no, all my work gets done early, or like, it gets done on time. I'm not turning in nothing late. Another thing with staying focused, you can't go to every party. You cannot party every day. I'm sorry, but it won't happen. And if your work's done, go party. But if your work's not done, you gotta do your work first. That is like the key to actually like passing your classes. Another tip is turning off your phone or putting it on D&D while you're studying, because I know me, I grab my phone like for no reason at all. I just pick it up just to have it, and like that distracts me from my studying. So make sure you definitely turn it off, put it on D&D so you're not getting distracted, put it across the room so you can focus on like the material you're actually learning. Your environment is a key part of staying focused. Like, you can't study in like somewhere that's gonna be like crowded, everyone's talking. Studying with no distractions it helps me out. So I like to study in a quiet space, like my room sometimes, but sometimes even in my room, it's hard for me to study because it's like, should I get in my bed? Yeah. So I suggest studying in like the library, in the student center, in some type of lounge, like anywhere that you won't get distracted from like electronics, people, like anything like that. Another tip, do not let people distract you. Do not let your friends distract you from doing your work. If they want to go out, if they're trying to peer pressure you to go out, tell them no. Like, y'all can go out another time. It's not that hard. Your work comes first. If you have people around you that are slacking, I'm sorry, but like that's gonna affect your work ethic, and that's not it at all. My third tip is that organization is key. You need to stay organized, and that's also a part of staying focused. When you're organized, you're focused. When you're focused, you're organized. Like, it goes hand in hand. So I suggest making to-do lists. I also have another app that I will insert in here of me using it. It's called Notion. It helps me with my to-do list. I basically use it to form my to-do list so I won't get distracted, because I forget things easily, so I need something to keep me on track. I need to be able to check off what I've done, look at what I still need to do for the day, and I do make daily to-do lists so I know what is coming. Like, what do I need to do today? What didn't I do yesterday that I need to put on today's to-do list? Like, stuff like that. Also, I suggest having a calendar as well. I do actually have a calendar right there on my wall, and I just put like the events that are coming up. I don't put all my assignments on there because that's what we have like Canvas for. Like, my assignments are on there, but I will put big events on there, like exams I need to study for, quizzes. Sometimes if I have like a meeting to go to, that goes on my calendar. And then I'd also have the to-do list. They both help me stay organized. Keep your classwork organized as well. You need to have different notebooks for each class, or if you're a paperless student, I don't really know how that works yet. I will be a paperless student soon. I'm claiming it. But you need to have different notebooks or like separate folders or anything for different classes. So you're able to have classwork from like anatomy over here, classwork from Spanish over here. Like, don't have everything in one notebook. It's gonna get messy. It's going to irritate you. It would irritate me because I like to have my stuff organized so I know what I'm looking at. I can grab my anatomy binder and go, like, stuff like that. Like, even with this video, like, I'm staying organized. I got everything written down because it's important to keep my mind on track. The fourth thing is, do not procrastinate. I know we all have like the tendency to procrastinate, but like, for real, it has to like be at a bare minimum. Like, you cannot procrastinate all the time, because procrastinating is just gonna add on stress, because you're doing assignments at the last minute, like all that stress, it's just going to irritate you. And then you're doing it every week. Like, you're sitting around doing nothing all week, but when 11:59 on Sunday comes, you're rushing to do all your work. Like, no. Do your work ahead of time. Like, that is how I stay on track. Like, I like to do my work like days before it's due, so I'm not worried about it, because I don't like stressing. I don't. So I like to get all my work done ahead of time so that I'm focusing on other things, like studying for an upcoming exam or just taking a mental health day, because if you have all these exams, you have no time to focus on yourself. But I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Do not do late work. We don't do that. If you were turning in work late and thinking it was okay, we're stopping that now. We're not doing that no more. No late work. Everything gets done early or on time. Remember that school comes first. I think I did say that earlier, but school does come first over like parties, over if your friends want to hang out. Like, you got to put school first, especially if you're in a major like me, nursing. Yeah, school comes first. If you have an exam coming up, no, you're studying for the exam. You're not doing nothing else. I mean, you can make time for other stuff if you have your priorities straight, but you gotta sit events out sometimes. I'm sorry, but you do. You will have fun, but like, school does come first at the end of the day. So also, set up a schedule for when you're gonna do your work. Like I stated earlier with the to-do list, make yourself a schedule. Like, okay, today I'm gonna complete these assignments, tomorrow I'm gonna complete these assignments. Like, I like to do this on Sunday. I write out all my to-do lists for the week, so I know what day I'm doing stuff, what day I'm studying, all that, and it keeps me so organized, and it helps me not procrastinate, because like, I'm doing my work on this day, I shouldn't be doing it the other day. So yeah. The fifth thing is, do not overwhelm yourself. It is okay to take breaks. It is okay to take your mental health days, your rest days. You do not want to overwhelm yourself. Like I said with procrastination, if you're waiting till the last minute to do work, you're overwhelming yourself. You do not want to be in this situation, because if you're overwhelmed, you're going to be stressed, you're going to be tired, you're going to be drained, you're going to be done with school. We need to have our minds right. With this, one bad grade is not the end of the world. It is okay. No one is perfect. If you fail an exam, okay, think about what you can do the next time to get a better grade on the exam. Like, examine what you did on that test and make it better the next time. You cannot beat yourself up over one bad grade, over two bad grades. You can't beat yourself up about it. You just have to do better the next time. Set time aside to take breaks for yourself. You need to clear your mind. You cannot sit and do work all day, every day. You do need to clear your mind. Like, you need to sit, relax, maybe, I don't know, read a book, get on TikTok. Don't scroll on TikTok for hours though, because you might get distracted from your homework, like somebody right here. But take a break. It is so important. You need to have study breaks as well when you're studying for an exam. Like, if you're sitting for like a couple hours studying, like, take a break every 20 minutes or so. You need to take time to eat, take time to rest your mind from all the studying, because if you're just cramming stuff into your brain like consistently, it's not good for you. You're just gonna be even more overwhelmed. And then, like I said earlier, if you don't succeed at something, like, just aim to do it better next time. Like, that's your goal, to do better than the last time. My last tip is to take advantage of tutoring. Tutoring, they're there to help you. Like, they are on campus to help you, whether that's going to like tutoring sessions that are like based on your class that you're taking, or going to office hours with your professor. All of that is there for a reason. If you're struggling, do not sit there and struggle. Like, no. Also, forming study groups is a good way of getting help when you need it from your classmates. If you don't feel like comfortable going to the professor, try to like form those study groups in class. A lot of people make group chats at the beginning of the semester, so make sure you're in the group chat so you'll be able to get help when you need it. Tutoring is a great way to boost your grade. Like, if you need help, get it. Like, it's there for a reason. You're not a burden on their time because they are there to help you. It's so important. So I'm going to go over my tips one more time as a little summary. So we have: take good notes, stay focused, organization is key, do not procrastinate, don't overwhelm yourself, and take advantage of tutoring. Those are my tips for succeeding in college. Let me know if you guys have any more tips that you are using in school. Let me know if these tips do end up helping you improve over the year. Get on the dean's list, you guys. Like, come on, we got this. We are succeeding 4.0 season. Like, we got this. So that is the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
You're exciting, boy, come find me. Your eyes